Hey guys, Dinosaur here. So this is going to be a quick video about how to ask questions. So this is just general how to ask tarot questions. I get a lot of questions of like, what do I ask? I'm not sure what to ask. How do I ask? That kind of thing. So this is on my website, which I will definitely post below, but I'm just going to go over it real quick so in case, people don't watch this video. Um, so basically, you're going to start with how many readings can I have? So in terms of me, how many readings you can have, you can only have 2 readings within the span of 2 months. Why is that? Because more than 2 readings in the span of 2 months means that you're not participating in your life. And that means that you're becoming obsessive with tarot readings. Okay? You want tarot to tell you what's going to happen. And you have to allow life to happen. You got to participate in your life, right? Energy must flow, okay? So you just have to allow things to flow. I like people coming back to me, but if you come back too frequently, I will tell you, I think you're becoming too obsessive. You're gonna have to wait about a month or something, because I don't, I want you to, um, I want you to have power in your life. I don't want you to feel like you don't have power. Okay, these readings, again, are not to instruct, but to guide. So we have, what kind of questions can I ask? You can ask any questions related to your life and, okay, family, money, spirituality, career, relocation, overcoming struggles, okay, love questions, friendship questions, someone's feelings about you, things like that. As long as the question is related to you, okay? We have also what about predictive questions. So I generally don't like to do predictions, but some are okay. So I recommend phrasing them as when do you see this happening for me? Do you see me maybe getting married in the future? Do you see me getting promoted? When do you think I will get promoted? Things like that, okay? But just remember that these questions may have one answer to them, and I don't spend a very long time on predictive questions because once the answer is the answer, that's it. There's not really much to say, okay? Okay, so what kind of questions do I not allow at all? So the questions that I don't allow, and I will tell you to rephrase your question or ask a new question, is anything legal, okay? Anything legal, anything financial, like just more of like if you're in financial trouble and stuff like that. Medical, okay, like if my surgery gonna go well, or like things like that, I don't answer. We have custody, like custody battles. Am I gonna get custody of my child? Any court cases? Do you see this case working out for me? Tarot is not for these things, okay? Tarot is spiritual, okay? These are more like 3D world stuff, okay? I'm not a medical professional. Okay, I'm not a legal advisor and I'm not a financial advisor. I am a motherfucking tarot reader. Okay. So, question about other people's relationships. Okay, questions about other people's relationship is not allowed simply because it's none of your business. I do not answer questions about, what is this person going through? How's their relationship? I don't. I just don't. Okay. I don't answer those. Also yes or no questions. Okay. Um, Basically, why don't I allow yes or no questions? Because if you get an answer, the reading is done in 5 minutes. So, for example, do you see me getting married in the future? Okay, and I use one of these things, and I have my yes or no, and I pull, and it says no. The reading's over. That only took like 4 seconds. Okay, that's why I don't do yes or no's, because it doesn't really help you. It doesn't give you anything unless you want a yes or no. You could probably go to maybe watch a yes or no, pick a card, or go to somewhere else for that. But it doesn't. The cards can't give you guidance if you're just asking me, will I do this? Will I do this? Will this happen? All that stuff. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So the last one in terms of questions I don't allow is questions you really don't want the answers to. Okay. Do you really want to know if your spouse is cheating on you, or if your boyfriend or girlfriend is cheating on you? Okay. Do you really want to know if you're going to get the job? Do you really want to know how your interview is going to go? Okay. I had this question before. Someone asked me how will I get the job and will I do well on the interview? And the cards basically said you're going to stumble over your words, and the people are actually going to pick somebody with more experience. So I was like, do you really want to know the answer to that question? So please ask yourself, because I don't sugarcoat, ask yourself if you really want to know the answer to your question, okay? Because if you're asking me, will I get the job, and I tell you no, or even in the interview, what's going to happen in the interview, am I going to get the job through the interview or something like that, and I tell you no, do you really think, as you're moving to the interview, that you're going to put as much effort into going to the interview? Or you may decide not to go to the interview, okay? So I don't like those questions at all, okay? So please ask yourself if you want to know the answer to your question, okay? Now, how can I better formulate my questions, okay? So please use questions that are open-ended, okay? Questions that start with how, what do, how should, what can, guidance for, okay? Be very specific with your question, okay? This is how you will get more clear answers from spirit, okay? Ask yourself before you, send the questions, does this question make sense to me, okay? So, for example, what are some questions? We have, how can I better my finances? Okay, how can? What do I need to know about furthering my career? Advice for my love life. How can I better the relationship with my spouse? What kind of career would be fulfilling for me? You see, these are not yes or no questions, so I can definitely, ask the cards and they will give you the answers, ask your guides, and there's options, right? It's not yes or no. Is this new friend trustworthy? Okay. If this new friend isn't trustworthy, I'll definitely see that. And if they are trustworthy, I'll definitely tell you that as well. What are the steps I can take to get over my fear of socializing? Okay. Be very specific. What is this? How can I learn to love myself? What do I need to know about this new love in my life? How can I get more spiritual? Why is my friend ignoring me all of a sudden? Okay, so the more specific you are to your situation, it just helps immensely. So if you're trying to get over a fear, please be be specific with what that fear is. Is it fear of tiny spaces? Is it a phobia? Is it anxiety? Okay, things like that. Okay, so yes, again, please start with how can, what do, maybe advice or guidance for. Okay, why something is, why is, yeah, I think that is it. Okay, so yeah, these are on my website again, okay, on the frequently asked questions tab in case you need to look at them again, okay. And yeah, that was this video. Hope that this helps you guys out in some way. Till next time.